So, and I reluctantly pose this question to everybody. So if you want to pass on it, you can pass. But you know, what's your prediction for the future here? How do you see this COVID play out? Do you have a time frame on this, on that it's going to last, you know, through the end of the year into next year, or no idea? And you know, what are you guys doing to plan going forward? And feel free to take a pass. I hate asking these prediction types of questions, but I think it's on everybody's mind, and everybody I've been talking to lately, you know, this is kind of the topic that comes up. How do you see this playing out? And so I'll throw that out to the group.
I'll take the first shot. I think I'll answer the time frame question, but first I'm going to say something a little more general. I think it's really important for everyone to be planning for a second wave and thinking about what happens in the fall or winter if and when we see that second wave. You know, I think in terms of like an 18-month time frame, and try not to over direct the company based on that time frame. Like I'll constantly say, you know, we should be thinking about 18 months, but be prepared to be nimble and change at a moment's notice. And you know, to the credit of my company, the directors, the general managers, everyone, they've been incredibly responsive and incredibly flexible. And you know, maintaining that flexibility, I think, is essential.
And we just have to, you know, make a system for it. So when it happens, we're ready for it. We can go, like that's why I had a scale, because I can go up and down that scale anytime it happens tomorrow, next week, next year. So once it does happen again, or we're in 18 months, 12 months, or next week, we can adjust ourselves on the scale. And the company is very familiar with that conversation and how we talk about it. So I can say we're in green, and they know what that means. We're open 100% back to normal. We're in red, we're shut down, you know, restaurants, we're orange or yellow. So that's why I create that system, because everybody's talking about it's gonna happen again, it's gonna happen again. Well, as operators, you have to have a system for anything that happens again. And that's what we've done that for. So we have that system in place, and then the COVID, you know, indirect, direct, how we communicate that way. So if and when it does happen, we have a system in place to manage it.
Right.
Well, I think everyone knows that there are well over 100 vaccines under test right now. A few of them will become effective, but whether vaccine or not, they're not 100% proof. If we get a flu shot, it doesn't mean we don't catch a flu. So I think this will continue to come back this fall, maybe next year, but I think each reoccurrence will diminish. And with our experience that we've gained already, we will be better equipped to deal with all the comebacks of this virus. And gradually, it will go away, because we will have medical expenses, and we will know better to protect ourselves. I think shaking hands is forever gone. Maybe we'll come up with some other gestures to show our friendship. But with those things, social distancing, you know, washing our hands, it is good. Whether it's this virus or another virus, it's good practice anyway. So I think it would diminish over time, but we will have to continue to deal with it.
Yep, no, that's a great point. And you know, it reminds me of the article I saw in the airline industry, how all the extra measures they're taking to clean the airplanes right now, and it kind of made me wonder what they were doing before this to clean the airplanes. So I think there's a positive coming out of this.